are so awesome. All right, let's
What do
get.
you think about Dave Meltzer's ratings?
I think they're a little bit dumb.
Oh, shucky, ducky.
They're
Okay.
biased.
Whack.
He loves Kenny Omega
Meltzer
in New
loves
Japan.
super kick-out parties.
Yeah, Meltzer loves super kick out parties. Absolutely. Thank you, Ganikis, for all the bits tonight, man. Appreciate that. And thank you to everyone for the gifted subs. If you needed a show and you haven't checked us out before, hit that follow button. We'd really appreciate that. Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow night after Elimination Chamber for the recap show. I'm still trying to figure out maybe a way of you guys being able to call in tomorrow night. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll do that tomorrow night. But yeah, let's continue on, Dave. Let's do some rumors.
No, let's not.
What?
Okay, a few months ago, he was tweeting out that it's about Kenny Omega being this match better than anything Flair and Steamboat ever did.
Maybe,
The Okada and Omega's trilogy
maybe he
was
has
better
a special
than.
love for Omega, Dave.
He said Kenny Omega is a genius at putting matches together. He's a genius. He's in awe of Kenny's genius.
Yeah.
No one puts a match together like Kenny Omega.
Well, that's Mr. Dave Meltzer. As previously reported, Scott Steiner collapsed while doing a backstage promo in Atlanta during an Impact Wrestling taping for the upcoming TNA One Night Only episode. Steiner had to be worked on by paramedics and was then taken to the emergency room. PW Insider reports Steiner is scheduled to undergo a heart procedure and remains in stable condition. So, looking like everything's going to be okay for Scott Steiner. But definitely a very scary situation over there on Impact's side. So, thankfully, Scott Steiner is doing better, and we just hope for a speedy recovery for Scott Steiner. Anything you want to mention about Scott Steiner before we move on, Dave?
I was up at like 6 this morning and I seen that and I was like, holy crap. I was like, I hope nothing happens because that would be a terrible, of course it would be terrible. It was just like, wow. I just hope everything, I'm glad he seems to be doing better. But yeah, it'll hit you when you see someone like that you've known in your whole life, something serious happens, and it kind of scares you a little bit when you see that happening with all these wrestlers getting older and stuff happening that you grew up on. Okay.
Kokina says, sad thing, Meltzer knows about wrestling, more about wrestling than all of us combined. Hold on, what did he say? Yeah, everybody here rips him. It's not, look, people respect Meltzer. It's the kind of the favoritism he shows for certain people or even maybe a certain companies. That's it.
That's called the pet call or the pot calling the kettle black, because another certain wrestling mind knows more about wrestling than a lot of people. People still trash the hell out of him too, Mr. Jim Cornette.
No, yeah.
He knows more about wrestling than a lot of people, I'm sure, combined.
I thought you were gonna say Vince Russo.
Oh my God, fuck no.
Did Rick speak on it? No, I haven't seen Rick Steiner comment about it yet. But if he has, let us know. I could look or send the link in the chat room. He's getting a heart procedure, and I'll be surprised if he's still booked over Mania weekend. At least the Street Profits have a better chance of retaining than the Bucks do winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, those Bucks. I was like, what the heck?
Six goes in the Hall of Fame with the NWO and not Steiner. Yeah, well, Steiner bashed the WWE Hall of Fame. I
would say more like not Bischoff.
I think
Bischoff,
Scott Steiner would rather not be into the WWE Hall of Fame if he didn't have to. He said knowledge. Russo has no knowledge, says Adam Baum. Now, what are your thoughts on Scott Steiner? After him getting this heart procedure, do you feel like maybe it's time for him to hang it up?
I don't think he's wrestling much anyway. He might be doing a couple stuff here and there, but I don't think he's doing much. But yeah, I mean, if he wants to just kind of allocate to like being like a manager of somebody or doing something like that, I have no problem with it. But it doesn't mean he has to stop doing his appearances and stop doing stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
appearances I could see him doing WrestleCons.
If you want to do like manager stuff, why not?
I don't think that really fits Scott Steiner persona.
Manager?
A manager? Like, I think if anything,
he could be like a talker for somebody who can't really talk that well.
team
And
up
having the
with Jordan
name
Grace,
Scott
I guess.
Steiner, you know, like a Scott Steiner client or his guy who's putting someone with Steiner would help boost their career anyway.
The Bella twins were scheduled to have an autograph session during WrestleMania Access, but now their appearance has been canceled.
So are they still going to go to the Hall of Fame, or are they just...
No reason was given for their cancellation, but another WWE star will fill in for them. The WrestleMania Access autograph session with the Bella twins will be rescheduled to feature another WWE superstar. I think this is more about them being cautious with the coronavirus going around and having so many people in that in that WrestleMania Access arena and meeting people that, you know, they're just being safe over, you know, being sorry. So I can understand why they're doing.
Sorry to all the horny guy fans who can't go hug and cop a feel on some of the Bella twins. Sorry.
Yeah, plus they're pregnant. It's just them being safe with the whole coronavirus stuff that's going around. And I mean, you can't blame them. And they're health freaks, so you could probably see why they would do something around those lines as well. Dave, you think Steiner can talk well, says Steven2411?
No, but he's a star no matter what. You put him with somebody, and they would help him. Like, if they wanted to break off the Deaners and just have Jake be someone by himself and have Scott Steiner kind of manage him or be his advisor.
But now you're dreaming, Dave. That's like a pipe dream. That's a fantasy dream. That's never
I'm saying teaming Steiner with Drake, Eli Drake, made him a star.
Yeah, but they wrestled together.
Yeah, I know, but they were teamed together, and that helped him.
You know what Steiner should do? To be honest with you, just stick to
not color commentary. Right?
Just autograph signings. Just stick to autograph signings and special appearances. Steiner can stay with wrestling to Impact for, like, you know, show up for, you know, autograph signings or special appearance from Scott Steiner on Impact. You know, just doing stupid silly stuff like that. There's no reason for him to be wrestling anymore. Do
you think he would be a good trainer or a coach?
I don't know. I
don't
couldn't tell you. I don't know. Like, do you be honest, 100% honest? We know the accolades of the Steiners. Do you consider Steiner a great wrestler?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
you know why?
Why?
I'm not saying he might be a great wrestler compared to a lot of people, because him and Rick are both amateur wrestlers. I don't like the school, but they both are amateur wrestlers at Michigan.
All right. Fair enough. Fair point. So you think he could be a good trainer then?
I don't know if because some people can't really train. Like wrestling, like that is different. Collegiate wrestling is different than pro wrestling. Obviously, I don't know if they say some guys can't teach what they know. It's hard to do that. But maybe knowing how to do certain moves a certain way or do something differently. But today's wrestler is all about flippity floppy shit, and then they don't really do no moves or sell nothing anymore.
If you hear me, says go get it. I challenge anyone to try and say he's bad. People still use the Frankensteiner. It's called the Hurricane Rana.
I remember that in WCW where he said, "You call that Hurricane one more time, and I'll beat you all up." And they made
Ricochet being buried has been a topic this past week, seeing how he lost to Riddick Moss on Monday night and then got pretty much destroyed by Brock Lesnar on a Super Showdown. Well, Booker T discussed concerns that Ricochet is being buried in the WWE following a recent report that Vince McMahon has given up on pushing him. Booker T said, "It's a totally different place to work," mentioning the WWE. He has to learn a whole lot of different things than on the independent scene. Be that as it may, and I love the independent world because a lot of my students are getting work, but it's a totally different than being at the highest level. You got to have character, and that's the one thing I really think that Ricochet needs to work on in his character building. I'm going to tell you right now, in losing, you're going to build some character. You're going to find yourself with Ricochet. This may be something that may be 6 months down the road. You may see someone totally different. Actually, people talking about Ricochet is getting buried, it may appear to be that way. And that's why I look at all the stories totally different than most people do. The fans say, why isn't WWE building young stars? Buddy Murphy is getting a pretty good run. Murphy is getting a good rub. He's actually paying dividends. Street Profits just got a tag team championship. Just got a nice little bump and a nice rub. Boom. So basically saying that this is kind of, like we've mentioned before about Vince McMahon likes to put guys in certain tough situations to see how they react to it. And that's basically what Booker T is saying, that Ricochet is going to learn from this, and months down the road, we might see a better Ricochet. Now, the one thing that we heard on our Impact watch party was that Ricochet is just boring. He has no character. He has no charisma. All he is a flippity-floppity guy inside the ring. What are your thoughts on Ricochet's character, Dave? And do you find him kind of boring?
I mean, the other day I was listening to the Corey Graves podcast, and they had Big Show on there, and they were really talking about psychology and wrestling and all that, and they brought up Ricochet on there, and Big Show said Ricochet is nothing different. You see someone like Ricochet, he's nothing. He does a lot of flips and a lot of spots, but that's all he does. Anyone out there can do that. He's not showing any character, like you said, what Booker T said. And he's not showing nothing different, what's unique about him. He's just doing the same thing everyone else is doing. So what makes him unique? He has to separate himself and find a character and find something different that makes him unique and stands out.
That's true. He's not doing anything that maybe an AJ Styles could do, or Humberto Carrillo, or Angel Garza, or even an Andrade can do inside the ring. So I understand the point there. Do you feel like this is going to make Ricochet better? Do you feel like in a couple of months from now, we'll see Ricochet back in the title picture, possibly?
I hope so. I mean, doing something with him, because it doesn't look good. And I like the guy, and has he been kind of a failed experiment? I mean, he hasn't really done anything. I don't even think, did he ever win the U.S. title from AJ? I can't remember if he did or not.
OG makes a good point in the chat room that we've talked about and said many times before, that on the microphone he's just cringe, and that's one of the things that he needs work on. And
look, I like Ricochet. I think he's a great wrestler, but he's just not really transitioning well. And I said this before, he seems more like a perfect guy for AEW.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they don't there either.
But if Ricochet is supposed to be Spider-Man or whatever they want to call him, Peter Parker. Peter, where'd he go? Peter Parker had a lot of characters that true to loyalty. Impact has more of a chance of being a shitty show than the Street Profits have of retaining. Just lay out the Street Profits already, all right? If you forgot, they're the damn tag team champions on Raw, so show them some goddamn respect. The disrespect is unbelievable towards Street Profits. I'm tired of it. God
I
damn
hope
it.
the Street Profits are paying for Kevin Owens' airfare.
Oh my God. In other news, Vince McMahon is reportedly doubting whether to push Shayna Baszler for WrestleMania following her appearance on Monday Night Raw. Baszler took on Kairi Sane on this week's Raw, who replaced Asuka in the match due to the Empress of Tomorrow suffering a sprained wrist. According to everyone's favorite Dave Meltzer, commented on McMahon's reaction to the match and speculated whether this could impact the WrestleMania 36 card. He said there was negativity and uncertainty regarding McMahon's reaction to Baszler's match with Kairi Sane on Raw, not getting the desired reaction, and Baszler not coming off like a WrestleMania headliner. Baszler remains the odds-on favorite to win this Sunday's Elimination Chamber, where the victor will earn a shot at the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Dave, your thoughts on this?
About Vince McMahon not liking Baszler anymore? I mean,
Yes.
he wasn't really that high on Becky Lynch at this time last year either, and look what happened, and look how that turned out.
Different situation, though.
I mean, she's coming up from NXT, and it's one of those things, though, that Vince likes to do to Triple H's people, is bury them and see if they can bring themselves up. That's what he loves to do. He's like, okay, these are your people, these are your guys. I want to see if they got what it takes to be a real star if I break them down, and can they come out of it and be a bigger star. That's what we've always heard, that Vince, I think Triple H has said it, that Vince wants to see if his guys can take a burial and come out from it and do something with it. And that's what it seems like is happening again.
Yeah, y'all love trolling me. It's so fun. Who the Street Profits are? The Street Profits are the goddamn Raw Women's. God damn it. The Street Profits are the Raw Tag Team Champions. You're getting me so flustered over here. I'm calling them the Raw Women's Champion.
Look at everyone who's came from NXT who haven't. How many of them have went straight to being top stars?
The reason why people are not clinging to Shayna Baszler is because not everyone is going to be a fan of Shayna Baszler's wrestling style. They're not. A lot of people find Shayna Baszler's wrestling style boring because she's a mat wrestler. She's a submission specialist. She's not going to be doing moonsaults and front flips and hurricane ranas and doing all this other crap. She's she's not
Ronda Rousey.
Mr. AEW says Shayna is 38, ugly, has zero charisma. Sounds like her. Oh, how the hell did anyone see a star in her in the first? Come on now, Mr. AEW. You don't find her. Come on now, that's a bit harsh. God damn. Wow. She kind of looks like a gremlin. Wow. Now we're getting. It sounds like you guys agree with Vince McMahon. Excuse me. They are the Raw Women's Champions. Oh man, no wonder I don't know who they are.
Though that could be the reason why that certain two people were seen at the performance or at the WE headquarters.
Excuse me, guys. Y'all got me.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Who was it? Ronda?
Ronda and Cain Velasquez were at the Titan Towers this week.
She's the Walmart version of Ronda? Wow. God damn. The Street Profits are not women's champs. They are the 24/7/11 European Tag Team champs. Get it right, people. All right, you know what? You all, I swear, all of you, every single one of you who's in this damn chat room, better be here tomorrow night when the Street Profits beat Rollins and Murphy. All right? And you all better sit there and eat crow. I swear. All you motherfuckers, you got me so upset. Disrespecting the Street Profits. You all better be here tomorrow night. Damn it. I'm sorry, Dave. They just got me pissed off over here. Whew. Vince doesn't like that NXT is doing so well without him that he punishes the NXT guys when they come
Tony,
up.
I bet you a mint shake
So
the
well
Street
without
Profits
him.
lose
They can't even
tomorrow.
compete with AEW, let alone how they doing so well without him.
I bet you a mint shake. You can pour that mint shake down the damn toilet because that's where all mint items belong, in the damn toilet.
Oh, that should be the bet with the Street Profits.
I don't have anything minty, but if y'all want to do a mint, I'll eat something minty on the show next weekend. All right, and we'll top it off with the giveaway as well. I'll eat a thin mint on what are those damn chocolate mint bars? What are they called?
Thin mints.
Shit bars. What are they called?
Thin mints.
Are they thin mints? I thought they were called something else. Peppermint patties. There you go. I'll eat one of those goddamn
Two different things. It's two different things.
What the hell? A mint is fucking mint. Like, what the fuck is the difference?
A thin mint and a mint are two different things.
They lose, you have to kick Shawn Michaels lazy. Wow. Now we're getting disrespect from Shawn.
Tony's about to pour a Mel Ronaldo and
Alright,
take
there
off
you go. Gannikis, there you go. Fair enough. We get to decide what mint thing you eat. Fine. Fair. And what do I get in return? Huh? Y'all have to drop some bits tomorrow night in the chat room. Alright? How about that? Drop a couple of bits. Get a Twitter poll going. Alright? Give me tweet me some mint items that I can purchase from the store or gas station. Alright?
Tony should have to go buy a Shamrock Shake and drink it on the show.
Oh, Dave, that's just fucking torture right there, dude. You want me to throw up on the channel and get us banned? Is that what you want?
Well, as long as you keep your clothes on, you're not in no KD4s. I think it'll be good.
Mamma mia, absolutely. All right, that's the deal. Let's shake on it. Everybody shake. Put some emoji shakes in the chat room, all right? Shaking on it. If I win, you guys have to come in this show tomorrow, eat crow, and drop some bits. I don't care if it's one fucking bit. You have to drop a bit. If I lose, next Saturday, I'll eat something minty on the show. On top of that, we will do a t-shirt giveaway. Eat a pint of chocolate chip ice cream. What the fuck? Are y'all trying to kill me? What is going on here? Did you hear about the guy that shot a gun on Twitch? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. All right, so we're deal. Fair enough. Fair deal. I'll do you one better, Tony. If there's a show in San Antonio, I'll go and put me through a table. And we'll record it and put it on YouTube. Deal. All right, let's continue on, Dave. Can't wait to win that bet, though. Oh, March 16th, we will get Stone Cold Steve Austin
I wonder why.
Monday Night Raw. It is on 316, so it's
kind of obvious.
Makes sense.
And people are gonna be mad about it, probably saying this only because of AEW, right?
Oh, he's having a comedy show in San Antonio? Is he really? I didn't even know that. I gotta look that up. Can I drop
Stone
0
Cold
bits?
comedian?
You better drop 1 bit, damn it. Mick Foley is. Are you excited to see Stone Cold on Raw, on Monday Night Raw? And do you think what do you think is going to be dealing with? Do you think he's going to come out and just kind of do a promo, or
Kevin Owens is going to come out and hit someone with a stunner for him?
Oh, Stone Cold for that last 5 minutes of Raw? Yeah, probably.
He's probably bringing his show back too, I bet, or something.
He's gonna announce the next guy that's gonna be on his podcast or in the show on the network. You're probably right though. Kevin Owens and him doing some sort of thing together would make sense since he's doing the stunner now. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with them.
How crazy is that though? Think about this. A wrestler who wrestled. This started like what? When did that? 96 when Austin 316 started.
Yeah, look, I'm wearing his T-shirt today. What are the odds of that? That's crazy.
And it's crazy that years, about 10 years later, 20 years later, something whatever it is from that day, it's like we're getting Austin 316. Now everyone calls that day Austin 316 Day.
He's gonna stun KO. Imagine that. Anybody else hate Kevin Owens doing the stunner? Do you dislike Kevin Owens doing the stunner, Dave?
No, I mean, I don't really care for it, but it's like, whatever. It's kind of cool to see the move again, though. Because, when someone retires and you really like a move, you just never see it anymore.
I would be stoked for Stone Cold if this was 1998, says OG in the chat.
I mean, it's kind of cool, because you remember those matches him and The Rock had where they'd go the first false finishes back then when they were really bad. But yeah, The Rock and the Stunner and the Rock Bottom.
Yeah,
were like 2 big popular moves back then.
Shane did botch that stunner. But Noob says Becky hit Stone Cold with a stunner again. Oh, no.
Oh, that's right. She did it at his little show he had.
Can't have that. Better than Cena's springboard stunner bullshit. Absolutely. That was...
Yeah, even Austin hated that. He said, if you're going to use my move, please do it as a freaking finish, not as a secondary move.
That was horrible. Yeah, and most of the times he fucking...
Well, Becky started doing the Rock Bottom, I think, at one point. Or they called it something else, I think. But that's what it looked like.
That's what they called it. I don't know. Anything else we need to go through? I have no more. Oh, we have 2 Dynamite matches announced for this Wednesday night, Dave. First one, we have Death Triangle, which consists of Pac and the Lucha Bros. They'll be taking on Joey Janela and the Private Party.
Oh, thank God it's not Best Friends at Orange Cassidy.
In a 6-man tag match. Jelly Janela, hell yes, is OG.
Can't we see him wrestle again?
It was the manhandle slams, says Adam Bomb. I'm ready to see the Simone Bottom, says. See y'all next week. All right, Richie, you heading out, brother? Tony, are you going to... I don't know what that means. Talk about Jeff Hardy. No, I actually did not get anything about Jeff Hardy.
What are we going to talk about him about?
Excuse me. He was on backstage, announces that he's healthy and clear to wrestle again, and he's just waiting for his opportunity to be on the show. Thank you again, Richie Vargas, coming down. Gonna be at the show. Oh, Gannicus, you're gonna be at the show. Let us know, brother, how it is. If you can stop in on a.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Thank you for the bits there, Richie Vargas, and thank you to Gannicus as well for dropping all the bits tonight. Appreciate that, and all the gifted subs once again. Dang, I think Tony did get the coronavirus. No, I don't know what's wrong. This something's in the air. It's making me cough. Probably some allergies and shit, but I'll be all right. Trust me, I don't have the coronavirus. Yeah, Gannicus, let us know how this show is live. I enjoyed it live. Hopefully you will as well. And also, another match that was announced. We have Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara teaming up to take on Hangman Page and a mystery partner. Kenny Omega is still not cleared to wrestle, dealing with a hand injury. They said he might be out 1 to 2 weeks.
So he didn't clear himself?
Yeah, he didn't clear himself. So he'll be having a mystery partner. Do you think we see a debut of some sort?
Oh, shucky, ducky.
I hope it's not him because he even tweeted at Adam Page today.
Who, Lance Archer?
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Adam, need a partner?"
Is that how Lance Archer talks? Hey, Adam.
I don't know. That's the tweet. I mean, I don't know how a tweet's supposed to sound.
Oh, shucky,
Wow,
ducky,
thank you,
yeah.
guys. Coming strong with the bits there, guys. Thank you so very much. We're listening to you with the masks on our face.
Even Spears did it too.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow.
Yep.
It's
but
Brody
obviously,
Lee said
to me,
Gannicus.
that could be too, but I think the obvious choice would be Moxley.
Steven says Tony's gagging already from thinking about the mints he's gonna eat. Get out of here. You're probably look. Y'all are all wrong. Y'all gonna all eat shit tomorrow when Street Profits win. It's probably Lance, says Gannicus. It's probably gonna be QT Marshall. That's who it's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be. It's just it's interesting. It got you talking. It could be Brody
How
Lee.
funny would it be if it was one of the Bucks?
What if it's Orange? What if it's Orange Cassidy, one of your favorites, Dave?
I doubt it'd be him.
But yeah, so you'll have a mystery partner come AEW Dynamite. All right, Dave, you ready to go through our Elimination Chamber predictions for tomorrow night's pay-per-view? That's all the rest.
No women's match announced for next week. I'm shocked.
Yeah, no. You don't like anything mint, Tony? I don't like anything mint. The only thing I like mint is peppermints, because that's where they belong, in your mouth to freshen up your breath. Not in ice cream, not in chocolate, not in a milkshake, not in cookies.
Well, then you need to blame McDonald's then.
You know, all that shit is garbage. I don't understand how people like that shit. Later's Richie Vargas. Thank you for the bits tonight, man. Appreciate that. What kind of see that? Look, peppermint toothpaste and peppermints in general are fine, but to eat it, to consume it as an item that you love to eat. Oh, I love me my Din Mints. I like to put them in the freezer and eat them. That shit's gross. All right?
That actually sounds pretty good.
That shit's nasty. Oh, I'm going to go grab me a mint milkshake. Who the fuck thinks of a mint milk? You know, I want a milkshake.
St. Patrick's Day?
Let me just go get a mint milkshake. Who the fuck says that?
Well, it's because of the month. It's
I don't
St.
give a
Patrick's
shit
Day.
if it's January, February, March, April, May, or June. Why the hell would you ever want a mint milkshake?
People are always drinking green beers on St. Patrick's Day.
Like, oh, I'm going to go get a mint milkshake over a chocolate milkshake. Who says that shit? Like, hello. Oh, I'm going to go get me a little peppermint patty because they're so damn good. Get a fucking Snickers. That's a chocolate bar, not a peppermint patty. Ugh.
It's not peppermint patty. It's two different things.
What? I don't give. What's the difference? What's the difference?
It's not a peppermint. It's a mint.
I don't give a shit, Dave. It's
Peppermint
gross.
and mint are two different things. They don't sound like it, but they are.
Y'all are fucking wackos if you like shit like that. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not trying to be ugly or mean. I'm just being honest, all right? Personally, give me hot chocolate, but that's besides the point. Yeah.
So I'm guessing Tony is not a fan of the new Kit Kat bars that got out.
No! Who the hell would want a mint Kit Kat bar? Give me a regular one. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry for yelling. I'm gonna wake up my family, but I don't care. You got me passionate over this shit.
It's Rant Saturday for Tony. Here's a new rant.
Oh my god, who would eat a mint Kit Kat bar? Who goes to the gas station and say, "Hey, give me a drink and a mint Kit Kat bar"?
Well, usually the mints or the candy bars are over the counter, not behind the counter.
God.
You usually get it yourself.
Jesus, man. Yes, it has gone off the rails because you got me talking about mints, man. You got me all pissed off over here. Have you heard that Nick Aldis said that he's annoyed by Western wrestling fans who are getting a fetish for Japanese wrestling? We kind of mentioned that on Tuesday night a little bit. What are your thoughts on that, Dave? Do you feel like the wrestling audience is getting obsessed with Japanese wrestling?
Meltzer must not have ranked him very high in the best wrestler polls, and because that's Meltzer's bread and butter, I guess you'd call it. I mean, that's what they are, though. That's the Meltzer's fans all love them some Japanese stars.
So if you got offered a mint commercial for serious money, you wouldn't take it. Well, see, then you got to sell out their truth and loyalty, and then I would act like I like it, even though I absolutely fucking hate it.